y'all, it's Amy. All the Barrett girls are together this weekend, so I thought about Big Ma and her rum cake. So I'm doing Big Ma's rum cake. And the key to Big Ma's rum cake is kind of like the key to Big Dad's eggnog, and that is enough rum. So really this is so easy. All you do is get a box of yellow cake mix, dump it in there, a box of vanilla pudding mix, the instant kind. And I found this, it apparently has pure vanilla bean in it. So I'm gonna try that this time instead of the imitation vanilla flavor. And then you put a half a cup of water, a half a cup of Crisco. And you can just put it all in there together. You don't have to worry about mixing in between or anything. And then you put half a cup of rum. And there's a glaze too, and the glaze has rum in it as well. Okay, so half a cup of rum. Mix it together with 4 eggs. And that's your cake mix. So now I'm gonna add my 4 eggs. You bake it at 325 for about 50 minutes, and you let it cool in the pan. And the way Big Mom did it is she would, as it was cooling in the pan, she would put the glaze with the tablespoon into the pan before she dumped it out of the pan. But I'll teach you the glaze after it comes out. So I'm beating the 4 eggs and the batter. I'm gonna beat it for 2 minutes. I'm gonna spray this bundt pan with Baker's Joy, which is what I like. You know, it has the flour in it. Ah! I'm gonna spray the dog. I'm gonna spray the pan with Baker's Joy. And then you'll see the batter's kind of fluffy. See how it kind of hangs a little bit on the whisk? And then I'm just gonna pour it in here. So it's thick is what I'm trying to say. But not too thick. But the 2 minutes is what does it, and the 4 eggs. And it's beautiful. It's good to taste too. You better believe I'm gonna be licking this bowl. Okay, so I'm working on the glaze now. The cake is not quite finished. The glaze takes about 15 minutes, and you want to put it on a warm cake, not a hot cake. But it's a stick of butter. I like to go ahead and cut mine up. A stick of butter, a cup of sugar, and you cook it slowly for about 15 minutes. 1/4 a cup of rum. I didn't tell y'all, I like to use a dark rum. This is Myers dark rum. And what am I not telling you? Oh, 1/4 a cup of water. And then you just cook it slowly till it melts and turns into a glaze for about 15 minutes. And obviously this is cooking on low. Once it melts, then you cook it for about 15 minutes. Okay, so the glaze has cooked for about 15 minutes, and I let it sit. See, it's thickened a little bit, so it's not too thick, but it's a glaze now. And then my cake has been out of the oven for about 20-25 minutes, so it's warm. I can touch the pan, but it's beautiful. So this is what Big Ma used to do. She would take a tablespoon. I'm taking a bigger spoon. And she would go ahead and just put the glaze on the cake and around the cake. So I'm gonna do it on the sides first. And then I'm gonna do it on top of it too. But in this way, it sits in the pan. And so this has rum in it and sugar. And then I'll let it just cool in the pan completely before I flip it. I'm trying to see how the edges are separated from the cake. I'm trying to get it down in the edges so that it's on the sides. And y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this cake. Nobody's coming home this weekend. I have a good friend who's done some really nice things for me lately. I think I'm gonna take it to her.